Kim Kardashian has been spotted hanging out with Pete Davidson lately, and if they end up dating, then we know for sure that there is a glitch in the Matrix. They were actually captured holding hands on a roller coaster while on a trip to Knott's Berry Farm. Recently, Kim and Kourtney headed off to Knott's Berry Farm in California, and along with them was Travis Barker and Pete Davidson. In one photo taken from their trip, Kim and Pete were spotted holding hands while riding a roller coaster. I mean, that's not the craziest thing to latch onto the person beside you when you're scared by a roller coaster, but it still sparked a ton of rumors that these two were in fact dating. One source tried to squash those rumors and said that Travis knew Pete through MGK and Kim just performed with him on SNL. They go on to say, "They hang in the same circles, so they will be together from time to time. It's just friends hanging out." For some reason, also TMZ was on this date and snapped numerous photos of the couple getting on and off the rides at the farm, and later added that sources with direct knowledge of the couple confirmed that the pair were not dating. However, they did say that despite them not engaging in PDA, people on the ground who saw them enter and exit the ride said that Kim and Pete seemed to be isolated from the rest of the group. Again, that could be just people reading into things more than anything else, but one thing's for sure, that lady who also got captured screaming on the roller coaster with them will forever be immortalized in that photo. According to People magazine, one of their insiders said that while yes, they are friends, there is some chemistry between them. They go on to say, "Pete can be super charming and Kim loves the attention," then adding that they're having fun together. Now, a lot of people were speculating that Kim and Kanye were going to be getting back together. She was spotted at his Donda listening parties, and he even came to support her while she was preparing for her Saturday Night Live debut. However, another source shot down the potential for a reconciliation and said, "Kim and Kanye are friends, but that's it. She is still moving forward with a divorce. She loves having Kanye's support though. They were not in a good place around the time Kim filed for divorce. She is so happy that things are better now. It's all very beneficial for the kids." Another reason for there to be rumors about Kim and Pete dating probably has a lot to do with Kim's appearance on Saturday Night Live. On the show, Kim and Pete share a kiss during a live sketch for an episode where he plays Aladdin and she plays Jasmine. Not to mention, Pete already has a history of dating high-profile women that have come on to Saturday Night Live. I mean, there was Kate Beckinsale, Phoebe Dynevor, and he was engaged to Ariana Grande. As of this moment, though, the pair are just friends. Kim Kardashian's daughter, Northwest, has found her own way of taking her mother down a peg whenever she's upset with her and they argue. Kim revealed what her daughter's meanest comments were during a segment called Mom Confessions on the Ellen DeGeneres Show. If you haven't seen Kim Kardashian's home, it is the epitome of minimalism. Perhaps it's a little too minimalist though. Kim's 8-year-old daughter, Northwest, seems to think that the all-white home is ugly and will apparently bring that up whenever the two are arguing with each other. Kim revealed during the Mom Confessions segment, "Every time I get into some kind of disagreement with my daughter North, she thinks this is a dig to me and she'll say, 'Your house is so ugly, it's all white, who lives like this?' And because it is a $60 million mansion, you know that comment has to sting a little bit for her to hear." Kim also went on to admit that these comments from her daughter do tend to get under her skin. She goes on to say, "She just thinks it gets to me, and it is kind of mean because I like my house." Not to mention, when Architectural Digest did their take on the home, they referred to it as empty and monochromatic. She apparently spent 6 years renovating it to be called empty and monochromatic and ugly by her own daughter. Many are also wondering what will become of this home that she has shared with Kanye West, and according to new court documents, Kim will be keeping the estate in their divorce, which I guess is good news for Kim and bad news for little Northwest. In a separate portion of this segment, Kim also said that she doesn't like to lie to her kids, adding, "I really try not to lie to my kids. I was doing that at the beginning to try to get them out of the house or to try to go into a play date or things like that, and I just realized quickly that it wasn't going to work for me. I'd much rather be honest." Kim also recently made her debut on Saturday Night Live and drew some criticism from Nicole Brown's sister, Tanya Brown, for her monologue jokes about O.J. Simpson. What threw a lot of people off, though, was the fact that she is still being introduced as Kim Kardashian West. However, they are most definitely not getting back together as a couple. One source confirmed this and said, "He is still her family and they are friends. They've been working on their friendship for the kids and continue to support each other. He'll always be her family and they'll always support each other." Either way, it seems as though Northwest is going to have to learn to love her mother's minimalist taste because she'll probably have to be in that house for a while. Despite Kanye jetting around solo, a source close to the Kardashian family has leaked information that Kris Jenner has been helping both Ye and Kim communicate better. Could this be a sign of them rekindling their relationship? According to a report, Ye has been spending a lot more time with his 4 kids after his split from Kim Kardashian. An insider told Hollywood Life magazine that Kanye and Kim have been communicating better than they have in months. The pair got married back in 2014, with Kim filing for divorce in February of 2021 after 7 years of marriage. This came right after Kanye had his controversial run for the US presidency and began a bizarre series of Twitter outbursts. In a few of those Twitter rants. I believe he even took a few shots at Kris Jenner. However, now it seems like Kris may be playing a much bigger role in helping them both communicate better with one another. Kanye even accompanied Kim to her Saturday Night Live hosting debut, and the insider went on to say, Kris really helped Kanye and Kim get to a place where they're communicating more. Kim doesn't love the fact that she's so involved in this way, but she knows that she's good at it. Which is a stark contrast from when Kanye tweeted about Kris in July of 2020 and said, Kris, don't play with me. You and that Kanye are not allowed around my children. Y'all tried to lock me up. This was right around the time of their split, and things were so bad that Kanye was accusing Kris of trying to place him under a psychiatric hold. The insider also spoke on how they managed to get over that and added, Kris is always helping her girls with the fathers of their children. Kanye was upset with Kris right when he and Kim first split, but they're in a better place now too. Kanye knows Kris is to thank for getting to this better place with Kim. In addition to that, though, Kim also paid her estranged husband $20 million in cash for their once shared Hidden Hills mansion in California. As per TMZ, she also allegedly agreed to pay him another $3 million to keep the furniture and various other contents of the house. With a further splitting of their assets, though, I really doubt the possibility of them getting back together. That being said, it is nice to hear that their children will at least have more time with both parents. Something like the sale of a family home is a huge asset to just transfer over and would definitely not be done unless they knew for sure that the divorce was final. A lot of people thought that because Kim showed up at his Donda album listening parties, this meant that there was some sort of reconciliation that was happening. But in reality, it was probably just to show the kids that they can be supportive of each other even if they're not together all the time. During Kim's debut hosting gig on Saturday Night Live, she acknowledged her split from Kanye and said in her monologue, I married the best rapper of all time. Not only that, he's the richest black man in America, a talented, legit genius who gave me 4 incredible kids. So when I divorced him, you have to know it just came down to one thing, his personality. And hopefully he was able to laugh at himself on that one.
Kim Kardashian stole the show at last night's Met Ball, completely changing the game of what can be expected of her on the red carpet. Some people think her outfit was an ode to Kanye's latest album, Donda, while others think she was trying to avoid him at all costs. There were even reports he might have been walking the carpet with her. So Kim has attended the Met Ball every year since 2013, and she's known for her iconic looks. And last night was no exception, though the look has brought a lot of controversy from the fashion world. The theme of the 2021 ball was, quote, in America, a lexicon of fashion, celebrating the past, present, and future of all things American fashion. Kim's outfit, designed by fashion brand Balenciaga, consisting of a black figure-hugging dress that not only had a long two-tailed train, but also covered her entire face. Only a sleek ponytail could be seen hanging out the back, and a pair of black heeled boots. Her face was not visible whatsoever under the face covering, and not one part of her body was exposed. At first, many people online started roasting her look, of course, I mean, that's what the internet does, saying she looked like Dementor. Another joked that she barely recognized Kendall through the fabric. Many were also shocked to see a man with Kim walking the red carpet. He was also wearing all black with his face covered, with a similar stature to Kanye. This got the rumor mill buzzing that the mystery man she was walking with was Kanye, as Kanye is known for his shocking looks. However, it was later revealed that the man was not Kanye, and it was Balenciaga creative director Denma Glasva, who is notoriously private. A source said about the director, quote, he doesn't even walk out at the end of his show, so it's a really big deal that he is here at the Met and walking with Kim. Even though Kanye was not at the event, many felt that Kim's look that night was inspired by Kanye, especially considering he's in his Donda era, where both Kim and Kanye have been wearing all black ensembles. Kim even wore an incredibly similar outfit to a Donda listening party. That outfit was also designed by Balenciaga. A source close to the family said that Kim wanted to make a, quote, new subculture and fashion statement with her polarizing look, adding, quote, there's no logo, no face, but everyone knows it's her. Kanye gave her the courage to push creativity and people's imagination through art. So from that, it seems that Kanye was supportive or even created the look. However, it's now being reported that Kanye actually unfollowed Kim last night after the ball. I'm not sure if something happened between them, but Kanye has now re-followed Kim again. Not sure if that issue between them was resolved or if it was just an accident. I guess time will tell, but just another little, cherry on top of this story. Following Kanye's last Donda listening party that featured a marriage to Kim Kardashian, many are speculating if Kim and Kanye might be putting the brakes on their divorce and even getting back together. Kanye held yet another listening party for Donda ahead of its release on Thursday in Chicago. The performance included appearances from controversial figures like DaBaby and Marilyn Manson. Kanye's entire family, including Kim Kardashian, were in attendance at the event. Near the end of the performance, Kanye shocked fans by lighting himself on fire inside of a replica of his mother Donda's house. But that's not all. After the fire was extinguished, the arena went black. And as the next song played, Kim Kardashian appeared in a wedding dress with a veil on, walking towards the chapel and Kanye. After a brief walk, Kim and Kanye met as the event ended. From what we saw, it looked like it could signify that the two are getting back together, even potentially getting remarried. These rumors have been fueled even more by Kanye himself. Apparently he's been going around telling people that he and Kim are back together again, but nobody really believes that it's true. One source said, quote, "Kanye has been telling other rappers that he and Kim are back together, but everybody knows that isn't true. The real story is that Kanye wants to beat Drake in record sales, and he's putting on a big show of performance art to grab all the media attention." And as we know, Drake and Kanye are currently in a heated feud ahead of both of their album releases. Kanye leaked Drake's address online, while Drake's fans vandalized Kanye's Chicago home. According to these insiders that spoke with Page 6, Kanye is doing everything in his power to beat Drake. That's what spurred the idea of the fake wedding ceremony. Apparently it's meant to be performance art that will sell records. As for Kim, her motivation for participating in the stunt was pretty straightforward, just to support the father of her children. Another source said, quote, "They weren't talking for months after she filed for divorce, but they began talking again earlier this summer for the sake of their kids. Kim is a nice person. While she and Kanye are not back together, she's happy to support him in his work and his art. She wants a good relationship with him for the sake of her children." The source added that it's taken months for them to get to this point where they can be civil and supportive of one another, and Kim will do anything to support Kanye for the sake of their kids, who are their main priority. The source also confirmed that Kim has no intentions of stalling the divorce, and she's still planning to leave the relationship. The source added, quote, "Filing for divorce was always the most difficult decision for Kim. She only filed because they have issues that they couldn't solve. She will always love Kanye though." Adding, right now she is not calling the divorce off. A third source then added, quote, "They are not getting back together. The one thing they still have in common is love of the press. And of course she will still help him make money because the money goes to their children. It's mutually beneficial for both of them." Last weekend was the third time that Kim and the kids had shown up to support Kanye at his Donda album release parties. She attended 2 events prior that were held in Atlanta.
Kim Kardashian is making headlines yet again, and this time it seems she's upset a handful of people online. As per usual. Nothing new here, guys. Just another Kardashian controversy where one of them does something that upsets a lot of people. They make some Instagram post apology written by their PR team and then mention some charitable donation, and then we all move on. It's nice to see the world is finally healing again. Things are getting back to normal, you know. For a while, the masks, the pandemic, and now the Kardashians are back and just doing this. So it's good, you know, it's good to see. Now, on a more serious note, this isn't the first time Kim has been accused of cultural appropriation, and likely won't be the last. However, why she's the only one facing backlash is also somewhat questionable. Alright, so as we know, the Kardashians are just headline machines. If we're not talking about Khloe, it's Kim. If it's not Kim, it's one of the Jenners. Love them or hate them, you gotta admit they're very good at what they do. I don't know what exactly that is, but they're good at it. However, as we know, with the good comes the bad. And for Kim, after posting some pictures from her most recent photo shoot, well, she's dealing with the bad. If you haven't seen her posts yet, which are on Instagram and Twitter, Kardashian can be seen wearing large hoop earrings with the Om inside them, a sacred symbol to Hinduism. Now, it's one thing if you're trying to raise awareness or be proud of your beliefs or religion, culture, whatever it is. It's another to wear a religion symbol for fashion. Of course, this led to a handful of Twitter users to call Kim out. However, as of this recording, she has yet to respond to any of the backlash. One user wrote, I quote, "Hinduism isn't an aesthetic, stop disrespecting our religion." While another said, I quote, "Is now a good time to mention that the Om is a sacred symbol to Hindus and not just an accessory?" However, as is usually the case, there was the other side, who were actually defending Kim's decision and saying that her wearing the Om will only raise awareness and educate people about the culture and religion of Hinduism. Which, I won't lie, guys, prior to me scripting and filming this video, I didn't know much about Hinduism, and not to say that I do know a lot now, but I know more than I did a day ago, so take from that what you will. The point I'm making is if Kim didn't do this, I wouldn't have to make this video, which means I wouldn't have done that research, so I don't know. Does that mean what you do is okay? I think it depends on your views of cultural appropriation. Those defending Kim tweeted things such as, I quote, "If the Om can be worn around the neck, why can't it be worn as an earring?" People taking a swing at Kim here are just doing some sort of propaganda to get Hindus to be branded as intolerant, which Hindus are absolutely not. Another replying to someone calling Kim out on her post replied, I quote, "I don't see this as disrespect at all. How can you assume beyond reasonable doubt that she's ignorant about its origins? Because she's a Kardashian? Prejudice. And lowering Hinduism to a religion is short-sighted in the first place. Om is so much more than a sacred symbol." Now, as you can clearly see, people are divided as I'd expect them to be. But something that I'd love to also highlight here is that we're talking about Kim Kardashian, guys. And this is not me trying to defend her actions. Let me make that very, very clear. How I feel about this is irrelevant. I'm just like the middleman telling the news. But I do want to raise awareness of something. I'm just trying to shed some light on a situation, the bigger picture here. It's Kim Kardashian. She's not like a regular person taking selfies in a room with a timer on her camera. She has an entire team come up with her style, what she wears, the accessories, the themes of the photo shoots, and so on. She's got the photographer who's also taking the pictures, the makeup people, the wardrobe, all that stuff. So to assume that Kim was the driving force behind this entire photo shoot, well, I mean, we should also question who else allowed this to happen. Of course, given that Kim is the one wearing them and sharing the images, she's going to be held accountable for whatever she does. But much like when the actors from Saturday Night Live got a ton of backlash for some old skits they did, well, I was wondering why everyone was so quick to call out the actors, but not the writers, the producers, the directors, and everyone else who was on board with the idea or the skit at the time until the music stopped. You know, like when it hit the fan and then everyone got the backlash and then the directors and the writers and the producers were nowhere to be found while the actors were taking all the heat. That's all I'm saying. Now, I'm not telling you guys who to be mad at. As you know, I believe everyone has the right to believe and do as they want. So if you want to be mad at Kim or you want to defend Kim, all the power to you. Do whatever you gotta do. I just think it's important that we realize she isn't the only one making these decisions, so odds are getting mad at her and only her won't change things in the bigger picture, like in the long run. If it's not Kim doing this, it'll be the next model or influencer who works with the same stylist or photographer who feels this is okay. And maybe this will be the last time. I really don't know. I'm just trying to, share a side of perspective that a lot of these news outlets and sources aren't talking about, because Kim's the big headline, not everybody else, right? So that's all I'm trying to do. Now, as we know, Kim has also been called out in the past for cultural appropriation. There was a time she was rocking box braids in another photo shoot where she was seen wearing a mangtika, which is a traditional piece of jewelry usually worn on one's wedding day or any other large celebration according to Indian culture. Her widely popular brand Skims was also incredibly problematic when it was originally introduced as kimono, which is known to be a part of Japanese culture. Of course, following the backlash, she would decide to officially change the name from kimono to Skims, but as we can see, this clearly isn't the first time and probably won't be the last time that Kim K is accused of cultural appropriation. I feel a big driving force behind whether this is problematic or not would be intention. That being said, I understand why people would be upset or feel disrespected. It's unclear if Kim will speak on the backlash, but given that she's left the posts up for quite some time now, it seems she'll be sticking to her guns and standing by her decision.
Kim Kardashian has responded to the recent news that Kanye West has already moved on and started a relationship with model Irina Shayk. Apparently, she has known about this budding romance for weeks at this point. It seems as though Kim Kardashian only has her kids in mind when hearing about her ex Kanye West dating model Irina Shayk. If you recall, Kim filed for divorce from Kanye back in February following what was a rocky year for the couple. The former celebrity couple got married in May of 2014 and had 4 kids together over the course of their nearly 7-year marriage. However, earlier this week, Kanye and Irina were photographed together in France with a source close to Kim Kardashian saying that she had known about Kanye's new girlfriend for weeks. This insider told People magazine, "It doesn't bother Kim that Kanye is dating. Her only concern is their kids. She wants Kanye to be present and spend as much time with them as possible. The kids love when Kanye is around," adding, "Kim doesn't want a new girlfriend to distract Kanye from spending time with the kids." Although Kanye isn't alone when it comes to the paying attention to your kids department, Irina also shares a daughter with her ex Bradley Cooper. Due to the fact that both Kanye and Irina existed in this world of fashion and celebrity status, the pair had actually known each other on a professional level for years at this point. And according to a source who previously spoke with People magazine, they explained this further saying, "He started pursuing her a few weeks ago. Kanye is a persuasive guy. He hung out with her in NYC before they celebrated his birthday in France. Apparently they stayed 3 nights at Villa Lacoste in France and Irina was absolutely smitten by him." The source said that she happily accepted when Kanye invited her out to France, but that they are not officially dating even though there is an interest from both sides. Speaking on their past interactions while working together, a second insider confirmed that the pair met when they crossed paths in the fashion industry. Irina had modeled for Yeezy and even appeared in his music video called Power. Plus, way back in 2010, Kanye even name dropped her in a song called Christian Dior Denim Flow. The line goes, "I want to see Irina Shayk next to Doubts It." The best part is that if you go to that song on YouTube, everyone is now talking about the fact that he manifested this new relationship. One person even commented, "Yay in 2010, I want to see Irina Shayk next to Doubts It. Yay in 2021, dating Irina Shayk." I don't know about you, but that's my go. Thankfully, Irina isn't friends with Kim Kardashian at all, so there shouldn't be any weirdness or drama between these two. I feel like as long as he is still giving his kids the attention and love that they need, then Kim is just going to remain happy for him. If you recall, she said before that he deserved to be with someone who could just up and leave with him whenever he wanted. So judging based off of this sudden trip to France, I'd say that Kanye has finally found that person. Kanye though doesn't seem to care what his ex and her family are up to though, because according to multiple reports from various media outlets, Kanye unfollowed all of the Kardashians on social media after Kim posted a photo of herself with him and their kids writing, "Happy birthday, love you for life." And while reflecting on her life and marriage with Kanye during a talk with her mother, Kim confessed that she had achieved everything that she had set her mind to, yet had no partner to share that with. When talking about what she is seeking now, she told her mother, "I have the extravagant everything you could possibly imagine, and no one will ever do it like that. I know that. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful for those experiences, but I think I'm ready for these smaller experiences that I think will mean a lot." The Kardashian family have been on television for 13 years before their show came to an end. Throughout this reality series, we got a sneak peek into the lives of this wealthy and powerful family, which means they caught several times that Kim Kardashian specifically had public meltdowns. In at number 10, the diamond earring. While on vacation in Bora Bora, Kim created one of the most iconic lines on the show. After Kris Humphries tossed her into the ocean, Kim soon realized that she had lost one of her earrings. She immediately began sobbing after losing the $75,000 diamond earring, which gave way to Kourtney's big line of, "Kim, there's people that are dying." When the Kardashian family celebrated the 10-year anniversary of Keeping Up with the Kardashians in September of 2017, Kim explained why she got so upset about losing the earring in the ocean. During the interview, she said, "Okay, can I explain that earring? For years for my birthday, I buy myself a birthday present, and I had upgraded that pair of diamond studs, worked really hard." Then after Khloe questioned her on whether or not the story was relatable, Kim continues by saying, "I mean, it's not relatable, but it's what I went through, and it's why I was crying, so I'm just being honest. They were $75,000 probably or more, but I don't have them anymore, so no one come look for them. Anyways, I had just gotten them and I didn't insure them, and imagine if you don't insure something and it's gone. I just threw that money away." In at number 9, the Paris Robbery. While appearing on My Next Guest Needs No Introduction with David Letterman, Kim told Dave that she feared for the worst when the robbery was taking place in Paris. Her and her sister Kourtney had traveled to Europe to attend the Paris Fashion Week, and Kim noted during the interview that Kourtney had packed up all of Kim's jewelry for the trip, which according to her was something that she had never really done before. Kim then went on to explain that on the evening of the attack, Kourtney had left the hotel with her only bodyguard, which left Kim completely alone in their suite. Kim recounted that terrifying experience and said that around 3 o'clock in the morning, she remembered hearing stomping on the stairs. To her, it sounded as if a group of people were inching closer and closer to her room. Something about the noise instantly made her feel like someone had broken in though. So with every second counting now, Kim quickly grabbed her phone to dial for help. Although shortly after, the gang of intruders did indeed violently make their way into her hotel room and specifically demanded that she hand over the ring that Kanye West had just purchased for her. They ended up escaping with more than $10 million in jewelry that included her $4 million engagement ring given to her by Kanye West. An appropriate time to have a public breakdown. In at number 8, Rob avoids wedding. It's no secret now that Rob Kardashian didn't attend Kim and Kanye's wedding ceremony in Europe, but what most people don't know is why and what the fallout from this was. When the family first flew to Paris and then Italy to see Kim and Kanye tie the knot, Rob initially went to Paris but then decided to turn back and go home because he didn't want to be in the public eye. This really upset Kim when she received the email from Rob sharing the unfortunate news with her. Kim went on to say that she and Rob are close, but that Rob's struggles with his weight and depression had caused somewhat of a rift. She went on to say, "I'm definitely a tough love kind of person. If I don't like something that's going on in my life, I change it and I don't sit and complain about it for a year." So clearly she was upset. In number 7, plastic surgery accusations. Kim Kardashian first hit the public eye when she worked as Paris Hilton's assistant, but her show Keeping Up with the Kardashians brought her into a brand new world of fame and fortune. The way her look has changed over the years has led many to believe that Kim got plastic surgery somewhere along the way. Although Kim has always insisted that people have confused her contouring with plastic surgery. While speaking with Elle magazine, she said, "I'm really into strobing now, so just highlighting the skin without using bronzer. I love contouring and I don't think I'd stop contouring my nose. I know people think I've had a nose job, but it really is just makeup." Even after she gave birth to her first child, people assumed that she had surgery to help her lose the weight. Kim blasted people online for trying to say this and tweeted out, "I am very frustrated today seeing reports that I got surgery to lose my baby weight. This is false." In at number 6, Taylor Swift. After Kanye interrupted Taylor's acceptance speech, the two apparently talked it out and then said that it was all water under the bridge. However, when Kanye West dropped the track called Famous that had a lyric directed at Taylor, the feud reignited. Kanye and Kim claimed that Taylor had given them permission, but Taylor claimed that she actually never knew what the line was and therefore didn't give her consent or blessings. Following that whole debacle, Taylor began her Reputation tour, and for many performances she literally sang her songs next to a giant robotic snake. Which is essentially saying, I know what the truth is, and if you want to call me a snake, that's fine, I'll just embrace that cloud and be bigger from it. Kim made the situation even worse though when she decided to leak a snippet of Taylor and Kanye's private conversation to her Snapchat. This led to a massive spike in social media attacks against Taylor Swift that she says forced her into hiding for nearly a year. Around March of 2020 though, a new piece of evidence was brought up that seemingly proved that Taylor Swift was telling the truth about not wanting Kanye to use her name in the song. And at number 5, Sister Fight. During a season 18 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kardashians, Kim and Kourtney's issues with each other hit a breaking point. When Kim accused Kourtney of not caring about things, Kourtney snapped back at her with some very threatening words. She then pushed Kim to the ground, which led to Kim threatening to punch her own sister in the face. Immediately the meltdown began as both sisters started to grab and hit each other until Khloe stepped in to break them up. This was a real meltdown as well that resulted in production needing to be stopped for a week just so that both parties could clear their heads. Shortly thereafter, Kourtney announced that she was stepping back from the show. In number 4, the Ray J tape. Kim is no stranger to the fact that this infamous tape is the reason she was introduced to the world. Keeping Up with the Kardashians even premiered on E! Just a few months after it was released to the public. In a June 2012 interview, she said that while she felt humiliated, it only made her work 10 times harder to get people to see the real her. The tape from 2007 almost immediately went viral, and although Kim tried to fight the release of it, she ultimately settled on using the publicity to promote her family show. But needless to say, she was still very upset by it all. In at number 3, Kris Humphries. The tumultuous relationship between Kim Kardashian and Kris Humphries will live in infamy in the archives of Keeping Up with the Kardashians as one of the quickest marriages ever. The beauty mogul and NBA star didn't even know each other for a full year before deciding to get married. Many years later, Kim would even confess that she felt pressure to get married, and that is why she moved so fast with Kris. After about 6 months of dating, Humphries proposed, and it was all captured for an episode of Kim's show, with the wedding taking place just 4 months later. Despite all of that pressure to get married though, Kim ultimately decided to follow her heart, and after 72 days of marriage, she filed for divorce from Humphries. Things got really messy too because Kris was continuously claiming that the whole marriage was simply a publicity stunt, which many didn't put past the ever so cunning Kardashians. In number 2, the divorce. During one episode, the family took a trip to Lake Tahoe, which is where footage shows Kim breaking down into tears as she spoke about her marriage to Kanye West. If you recall, the reality star filed for divorce from Kanye West after nearly 7 years of marriage. In addition to that, they also had 4 kids together. Now, before they began talking about the divorce, Kim started expressing outrage over there being cookies in the vacation home. She says to Khloe that she asked for them to not bring those cookies because she gained 15 pounds, before adding, "I'm going to throw them in the toilet, I cannot eat them and I'm not joking." When Khloe tries to lighten the mood and say that it's not the cookies' fault, Kim responds that she just wants to go into a room and never come out. During an interview with just the producers, her sisters let viewers in on what Kim has been going through. Khloe goes on to say, "Kim has been struggling privately behind camera about her relationship, and it's tough because Kim is clearly redirecting so much of her frustration and sadness and anger. Sometimes you just take things out on something that has nothing to do with what you're going through." And right before the family had left for this trip, Kim also said that she and Kanye had just had a big fight. Coming in at her number 1 spot, Wyoming Breakdown. After flying to Wyoming to hopefully fix things with Kanye, Kim broke down into tears again and said, "I honestly can't do this anymore. Why am I still in this place where I'm stuck for years? Like, he goes and moves to a different state every year. I have to be together so I can raise the kids, you know?" Even in saying that though, she did add that Kanye was still an amazing dad, but that he deserves to be with someone who can support his every move, adding, "I think he deserves someone that can go support his every move, go follow him all over the place and move to Wyoming. I can't do that. He should have a wife that supports his every move and travels with him and does everything." That being said, it's not like Kim didn't try to be there for her husband. Kanye suffers from bipolar disorder, and so Kim has been a vocal supporter of him, even asking social media to show him compassion and empathy after he began posting strange things on Twitter. Several months before their divorce though, the Keeping Up with the Kardashians film crew caught a moment where Kim tells her sisters that she feels like a failure. Because this was her 3rd failed marriage, she said that it makes her feel like a loser. But even though this pervasive thought is always coming up, she said that she can't think like that because she wants to just be happy.
So it has finally happened. After lots of speculation, Kim Kardashian has officially filed for divorce from Kanye West after almost 7 years of marriage together. And even though we all saw it coming, that doesn't make me any less sad about it. So Kim has officially filed, with Kim asking for joint legal and physical custody of the couple's 4 kids. TMZ sources say Kanye is fine with the agreement and they are committed to co-parenting peacefully. And of course, there was a prenup in the marriage, but neither party is contesting it. So thankfully, the divorce seems very amicable and like neither side has been blindsided by the decision. Apparently, they also started to divide their assets before the divorce was legally filed. A source told E! that the days leading up to the Kardashians' decision to file, quote, "It became very clear that they did not have similar lifestyles or viewpoints, with politics being a part of it." Adding that there was no dramatic thing that happened that made her decide to file. They decided a long time ago that they were going their separate ways, adding, quote, "The marriage is over and there's nothing more to say, and it was a long time coming." And we of course know this, as it was reported that the couple had been living separate lives for months in January, and it appears that they did not spend Christmas together either. Another source said, quote, "Kim was ready to pull the plug on the marriage at one point, but it was when Kanye was going through a serious bipolar episode, and she felt it was cruel to do it when he wasn't well." Then speaking about Kanye, the source added, quote, "He's in that place of if only I had done this, if only I had done that. He's processing things." The source went on to say that Kanye believes his presidential campaign was the final straw. saying, quote, he thinks that the presidential run was the straw that broke the camel's back. Before that, there was hope. After that, none. It cost him his marriage. And we know that he revealed an intimate secret about Kim second-guessing having North at a campaign rally, along with other things I'm sure the Kardashians wanted to be kept a secret. So of course, after breaking Kim's trust like that, I can understand that it was not possible to reconcile. We also saw the heartbreaking photos of Kim and Kanye talking together in a car after that all took place, where Kim was crying, so obviously she was very hurt by all this. So this is a sad day for Kanye stans because in the beginning it seemed like they were the perfect match. However, I think everyone respects that Kim needs to do what's best for her and her kids. This will be Kim's third divorce, with her first two being with music producer Damon Thomas and then Kris Humphries. This is Kanye's first divorce. It might be too soon to speculate, but honestly, I'm super interested to see what kind of person that Kim will date next. I know there were speculations that she was dating Van Jones at one point, and honestly, I would love to see her with someone, clean cut like that. Like now that she's going to become a lawyer, kind of a businessman.